We are going to learn about pressure. What is pressure? Pressure is the force divided by the base area of an object. Okay, so I write here that for pressure or P, okay, the first letter of pressure is P, is equal to force or F divided by area or A. Okay, so in here we just talking about force, which is the gravitational force of an object. That is the force that is caused by the mass of the object itself and the gravity of the object. And the area is the base area. For example, it's like this. An object, let's say, a cube. Let's say a cube. Okay, I draw simple cube. This is inside the cube. It has the same side each. Okay, the same side each. So what I mean by the base area, what I mean by the area here is the base area. Is the base area that I lined here. Okay. So if I say you that the length of the cube side is 2 meters, for example, then we will conclude that all the side of the cube is 2 meters. Then the area or the base area of the cube is the base area of the cube is 2 times 2, which is 4 meters squared. Okay. 2 meters times 2 meters, which is 4 meters squared. Remember that this is cube, okay, because the same length of the side of the cube. So if I tell you that the mass of the cube is for example 10 kilograms, and the gravity is 10 Newton per kilogram, okay, of Earth. It is on the Earth. Then the force that is exerted by the object to the land, the force, okay, force is equal to mass times gravity, okay, which is the force, or in this case is weight of the object, is equal to mass times gravity. Okay, M is mass, G is gravity, which is equal to mass is 10 kilograms multiplied by 10 Newton per kilograms. So the kilograms is lower, and then 10 times 10 is 100 Newton. So I tell you that the force or the weight of the object that we exerted to the land or to the surface is 100 Newton. So what is the pressure? The pressure is the force divided by the base area, which is 100 divided by 4 meters squared. 100 Newton divided by 4 meters squared, which is 100 divided by 4, is equal to 425 Newton per meter squared. Okay, let we compare to another object. Let me compare to another object like a rectangle. Okay, another object, another length. Check a block, for example, such like this. Okay, say the block here we see that the base area of the block is what I lined here. So when the length of the object, let's say, is 10 meters, and the height of the object and the width of the object is, let's say, 1 meter or a meter, so we conclude that the base area, the area or the base area of the rectangle of the block, okay, let's say this one is block, is equal to 10 is the length times width, okay, which is 10, the length is 10 and the width is 1, which is equal to 10 meters squared. Now we compare to the first object, which has 4 meters square, it has 10 meters square. If I tell you that the mass of the block is the same to the mass of the cube, which is 10 kilograms, and it has force, the same force also, which is 100 Newton. So I ask you, the question is, what object has the highest pressure? The cube or the block? The cube or the block or the rectangle? Okay, so we compare that the pressure of the block is equal to force divided by area, which has 100 Newton divided by the area is 10, and it equal to 10 Newton per meter square. Okay, now we compare that this first force is 25 and the second pressure is 10 Newton per meter square. The first pressure is 25 and the second pressure is 10 Newton per meter square. What does it mean? It means that the smaller the base area, the higher the pressure. Okay, the higher the base area, the smaller the pressure. Okay, so just right here, the conclusion is the smaller the base area, the smaller the base area, the higher the pressure. Okay. By contrast, the higher or the bigger the base area, the smaller the pressure. These two conclusions only on the condition of the same mass. It has to be the same mass to get this conclusion. The smaller the base area, the higher the pressure, and the bigger the base area, the smaller the pressure. Okay. So now let we continue to the new example of known that an object, it has the base area which is 2 meters square and the mass is equal to a kilograms. So what is the force? What is the pressure? What is the pressure? Okay, so I ask, what is the pressure? So the pressure, or P, is equal to force divided by area, which is equal to, force is mass times gravity divided by the area, which is equal to mass is kilograms times 10, gravity is 10 Newton per kilograms. If the question does not show you the number, it could be 10 divided by area is 2 meters square, which is equal to 5. 1 times 10 is 10, divided by 2 is 5 Newton per meter square. Okay, I think enough. Thank you for the attention.